Gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us here at the Fan Forum. Fantastic. Oscar, I might even start with you. It's your home GP. How's it been when you look out a sea of faces like that, and so great to have racing back here?
Firstly, good morning, everyone. Great to see all of you here, even if you're in orange and not Alpine blue. But yeah, it's awesome to be here. First home Grand Prix, I should say. And yeah, I mean, what a crowd. It's awesome to have you all back, and we're all stoked to be back here in Melbourne.
Esteban, for you, obviously, an opportunity here at Melbourne. Great to have you along. What are your thoughts heading into today and also tomorrow?
Yeah, it's fantastic to be back here. It's been too long, you know, that we haven't seen all of you guys. And yeah, I mean, the atmosphere that we have here in Albert Park yesterday, it was the biggest attendance I've ever seen here.
Over 100,000.
Yeah, it was awesome, you know, for practice day. So I think it's going to be an awesome show the whole weekend. But yeah, the track is great. The weather's nice. So yeah, it's going to be awesome.
And Fernando, for you yesterday, you took the opportunity to take one of our V8s around the circuit. How did you find that? Tom Randall's car you took. How did you find the V8s in comparison to your Alpine?
Yeah, hello everyone. It was slow.
It was slow. Lurches in and out of the corners.
Yeah, I mean, it feels very heavy compared to the single-seater, and you lack downforce on the corners. But you know, the noise, the sound of the car was amazing, and I guess the field is very tight. Within 1 second, I think the old 25 cars. So that's magic, you know, in the race. So probably it's a good fun driving on Sunday.
There is a lot more door-to-door racing with the V8s. They go side by side a lot. So I think Tom said he enjoyed sitting in the passenger seat of his own car. Did you give him a bit of a scare?
I hope no, because obviously you feel some kind of responsibility when the.
I think he was. I was watching the onboard.
I mean, that's the worst thing, you know, when someone else drives your car. You know, and you are so worried that something goes wrong, but you know, I try to behave.
I think he was happy you brought it back straight, so I think that was the main thing as well. You've been racing here, Fernando, since 2001. Yeah, absolutely. How good is it to have him back and going? What's been the difference between 2001 Fernando version and 2022? You've obviously had a few other changes in between, but what have you learnt over that period about racing, about Formula One, about Melbourne?
I mean, a lot of things have changed, not only the circuit itself, you know, which obviously this year we have the new layout. We went through different configuration in cars with the V10, the V8, now the V6, different tire manufacturer, yeah, different rivals. You know, when I came here in 2001, Michael Schumacher and Mika Hakkinen were dominating the sport. So, you know, a lot of things have changed. Also the city, you know, every year is a new construction. Now the port area close to the hotel where we stay in. So there are changes in 21 years, but you know, the DNA of the competition is still the same, and the excitement tomorrow at 3 o'clock is going to be very similar to 21 years ago.
Who likes having Fernando back and racing in Formula One? Oscar, to you, there is a wealth of experience in your team. What are the most important things you need to be learning this year in the role that you're in?
Well, obviously, I want to be joining these two on the grid next year. So I've got to learn everything that I can this year off the track, and getting used to the F1 circus and seeing my home fans for the first time. So yeah, there's a lot I can learn off the track, and obviously try and keep on top of where the car is at, and try and help these guys when I go back to the factory in the simulator, try and make all of us quicker. So there's a lot for me to do and a lot for me to learn.
For those of us that...
Born in 2001, yes.
He was born 2001. So while you were here racing, he was...
I raced in March, so I think you were 1 month old.
I was born in April, so I wasn't born.
So yeah.
He was just on his way. Absolutely. What is, for those people that are maybe unfamiliar with your role, what is the most important thing? Because you have a lot of what are called Tuesday afternoon jobs or not necessarily race time jobs. What's the most important part of your role?
I think at the race weekends, obviously, I'm here in case Fernando Esteban can't drive. So that's sort of the...
Yeah, Fernando. He's going to let you go first down the stairs as well, I think.
So that's the first part of my role. But obviously, it's quite a lot of standing around at the races. But away from the racetrack, I spend a lot of time in the simulator. And once the season gets underway, a bit more, even more time there. So that's really where I can try and contribute to the team and help these guys become as quick as possible and help develop the car. And I've also got a testing program in last year's F1 car as well. So we're taking that to various tracks across the world, and that'll be my driving for the year. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Well, good luck with all of that. Ruby is around with a microphone. So if you have got a question, stick your hand in the air and we might be able to get one. There's a lady waving over here. Now, the way it is, you need to say your name and then ask the question, please.
Hi, my name's Gemma. Fernando, I came all the way from Perth to see you.
All the way from Paris?
Perth.
All the way from Perth?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that was almost its own country for a little while, so...
If you want to be technical, I came all the way from Scotland.
It didn't sound like a Perth accent. What would you like to say to Fernando?
I would love to get a selfie with you, but my actual question...
Okay, that's not going to happen.
No, I don't. Outside of the racetrack, if you have any time, what's your favourite thing to do while you're in Australia?
Very normal things. I'm so busy on racing that when I have some free time, I like to spend time with friends. Nice dinners. I love football, playing soccer or tennis. Different sports. I love cycling as well. So organizing very easy things, and I'm a very relaxed person.
All right, thank you very much for your question, and good luck on the way back. There's someone bouncing up and down over there, Ruby, and they're really wanting your attention. So name and your question, please. And no, you won't get a selfie either, sorry.
Hi, my name is Donna, and I've come all over from the United Kingdom, especially to see you.
Are you trying to one-up our person from Perth, are you? Anyone else from further away than the UK? Well, there's a few. Look, good to see the international audience. What's your question?
Hi, my question is, Fernando, obviously you're one of the longest serving drivers on the track at the moment. How long can we expect to, or look forward to seeing you in Formula One?
I don't have a clear idea, and Oscar should not listen to the answer. But I guess 2 or 3 years. Yeah.
We like seeing him here, absolutely.
In 10 years, he's still going to be here, for sure.
So we'll be seeing when you're 50 and there'll be someone else that was born in 2001. Is that right? That might be the way to do it. Well, OK, we had a hand over here as well. Oh, there's one at the front too, just down here.
Hey, my name's Amelia. I come all the way from Sydney.
Yay!
I just wanted to ask Esteban, what was it like winning in Hungary? I remember watching that race, it was so insane. And I wanted
to give him a round of applause, David, winning Hungary.
Also, congrats on...
Yeah, thank you for reminding Emilia. Yeah, it was awesome.
You've taken one of my questions. Good question.
Yeah, it's a good question. No, for sure. I mean, it's 20 years of work, obviously, for me to get in that position. I've been through quite a lot of difficult times in Formula One, but to come back and obviously have my first win, a year after, it was more than awesome. So, I look forward to do some more.
And just to follow up to that, what does it do for the mentality of the way you now approach races now that win is under your belt? What does it do for the mentality of you as a racer?
I think it just brings confidence, into the way you work with the team, and it just gives you, a boost in saying, it's the right thing that you are doing in the end, and it's possible, to be at the front in the highest level of motorsport in the end. I've been fighting at the front in the junior categories, but never really in Formula One, and it tells you that it's possible to do.
Well done, congratulations, fantastic. Okay, where's the hand that was up over there at that stage? Ruby, there was one. Oh, okay. You need to work your way through to the front. That's a very old shirt you've now taken off, clearly to show everyone, so I'm not sure about that. But your name and your question, please, sir.
Hey, I'm Jackson from Northern WA. One of the reasons I came, Fernando, was for you to sign this. Please, can you sign it after?
Well, maybe Ruby, are we able to do that? I'll check with your team here. Is that okay? Ruby might be able to bring the shirt. That's it. Talk to us about this shirt, Fernando. Just before you go to it, talk to us about the era of obviously that shirt as well.
I think that's 2005. So yeah, it was the V10, and I'm sure a lot of you still remember the sound of those cars, driving around.
We wouldn't be able to talk here.
Yeah. I came here in 2002. I was reserve driver in Renault, and I remember the free practice on Friday that I had a couple of events downtown, and I still here in the cars, in the middle of the city. So it was amazing, and it brings so many memories to me. Those cars, they were very light, very sharp, and as I said, I think the engine sound was
amazing.
Amazing. Yeah.
It went right through your body. So I'll let you sign that. While he's doing that, Esteban, talk to us a little bit about the new track layout, what you're having to do in terms of the racing line, and what your expectations are, especially out the back, because well done. Give him a round of applause. Well, I'm going to keep that shirt now. You can just walk around without one all day. Jackson, that sounds good. Talk to us about the lines of the track, and Fernando and Oscar as well jump in too.
Yeah, I think it's been great what's been done at Albert Park. I mean, I didn't know it was the first time since 25 years there's been resurfaced. I mean, the first track, holds on for a very long time. So it's awesome. Now it's very smooth, obviously, so we can carry more speed. The grip is very high. There's quite a lot of DRS zones, which is great. So hopefully that's going to bring more overtaking, to a difficult track to overtake. But now it's very fast. It's a big challenge. The walls are closed. And that's what we like. It's exciting as a driver.
And Fernando, what about for you? I mean, you've obviously driven on different tracks in the last couple of years anyway, but what's it like coming back here to Melbourne in that slightly different configuration over the back? The slower chicane is out, wider turn one. What's it like?
It is different. It is faster, and it's like 8 seconds faster than last year, or 7 seconds. So we feel that on the car, and as Esteban said, 4 DRS zones. So historically, it has been very difficult to overtake in Melbourne. But I think hopefully, or thanks to those DRS zones, tomorrow we see some action. So yeah, I'm happy with the change, and hopefully the fans will tell us tomorrow after the race.
That sounded like Tom Randall heading off in your car, I would think, from the V8s. Okay, hand in the air. This is an opportunity, rare opportunity. Yes, sir, down the front here. Ruby's going to come with the mic. I need your name and question.
Sure. My name's Sam, also from Sydney. Just had one for Fernando, and I guess for the other boys as well. Fernando, you've been around for so long, which is obviously a wealth of experience for you. What's your best kind of thing for... or best piece of advice you might have given them, or vice versa, that you've received from Fernando? And what are you most looking forward to with the up-and-coming F1 drivers?
I think all of us, we are different, different personalities, different approach to racing. So it's difficult to give advice, to different drivers, because we all know what we are doing. And at this level, Oscar has won all the series until Formula One, so he has proven his talent already. He doesn't need, any advice. But I don't know, just trying to enjoy every second here and try to be a little bit ambitious, because you win all the categories until F1, and then you arrive here and you are a little bit shy, to drive with all the names that you've been playing on the games until that point. And you cannot be, too polite in Formula One. You have to be...
Get the elbows out a little bit.
Exactly, from day one.
All right, fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, they have been generous with their time. I'll ask you one more time, though, because I reckon we can be a bit louder than that. Oscar Piastri, Esteban Ocon, and two-time world champion, Fernando Alonso.